Please, let's keep this between us. I don't want this getting out of the office. In return, I have a favor to ask. I've only had one wish. I'm Michael Johnson, a 48-year-old single office worker. I'm currently an assistant manager at a publicly listed advertising company. I spent the last few years caring for my father, who was seriously ill and passed away last year. Because of this, I haven't had any romantic involvement until now. But honestly, romance seems out of reach for someone like me. At work, a female coworker named Amanda keeps her distance from me. Even when she hands over documents, she avoids eye contact. Her manners are flawless, but I can sense she dislikes me. John, the male coworker who sits next to me, noticed this and said, "Amanda is beautiful, but seems rather cold." It's understandable. She probably looks down on someone like me who's no longer on the fast track to promotion. Amanda, with her rapid promotions, became an assistant manager at just 32. She's not only a career woman, but also actively involved in all the company events. The previous CEO hosted frequent drinking parties and golf tournaments, which I wanted to join. However, I struggled to coordinate with my home care nurse and missed out on these opportunities. The previous CEO didn't like me for this. He often remarked, "Michael, you're not sociable." Amanda, on the other hand, is amazing. Her dedication is admirable. I was stuck in my role while some of my peers moved up to director positions. It's embarrassing. Returning home, I faced more despair. My father, who managed apartment buildings, left me a large house. But it's now a mess, with old, unused furniture and appliances cluttering the space. I'm not good at housework and let it get dirty to this extent. I really need to do something about this. After searching online for a solution, I stumbled upon a home service website. The site promised that, for a fee, a helper would visit my house and handle tasks like cleaning and cooking. This seemed perfect for someone like me who struggles with housework. I immediately called the company and arranged for a helper to visit my house this Saturday. As promised, my doorbell rang on Saturday. Finally, I could say goodbye to my messy room. I opened the door only to freeze in shock. Standing before me was none other than Amanda. "Is that you, Amanda?" I thought it might just be a coincidence of the same name, but I never thought it would be you. Amanda looked just as shocked as I was, her eyes wide behind her glasses. Usually, she would be dressed in a sharp suit and fully made up, but today she wore a frilly apron, and even her minimal makeup gave her a young and cute impression, creating a stark contrast with her usual appearance. It caused my heart to race. Amanda in glasses looked really good. Oblivious to my inner turmoil, Amanda was sweating nervously. "Please let me in. I don't want anyone to see me." "Oh, right. Please come in." That's when I understood why she was so flustered. Side jobs were prohibited at our company. "Well, would you like some tea in the meantime?" "Thank you, but I must say I'm surprised. Who would have thought you were working a home service job?" "There is actually a reason." Amanda began to explain her situation after setting her cup on the table. "I come from a single mother family, and due to our financial situation, I had to take out student loans to get through college." "That sounds tough." "It would have been okay if I just had my student loans to pay off, but my sister, who's 10 years younger, just started private college. My salary alone isn't enough to support her, so I ended up having to take on the side job." "I see. Unlike me, whose livelihood is guaranteed by the rent income from a house my father left me, Amanda had no choice but to earn extra money. That's probably why she's always been working so hard. There was no way I could blame her." Amanda looked at me intently and opened her mouth. "Please keep this a secret from the company." "Well, I have a favor to ask in return." I had only one wish. I wanted Amanda to quit her job as a helper as soon as possible. Since we never know when the company might find out about your side job, I'd like you to stop taking new orders and come to my place once a week. You should quit this side job as soon as possible. You're expected to climb the corporate ladder, so it's not a good idea to walk on thin ice. You're right. I'm also planning to pay off my student loans by the end of this year, so I'm thinking of quitting my side job. I think that's a good idea. Anyway, I'm looking forward to working with you. She nodded and started cleaning right away. She made progress much faster than I expected, and by midday, the first floor was sparkling clean. Phew, I really wanted to clean the second floor and the storage room as well. No, this is more than enough. Thank you. I thought she would leave as soon as her scheduled time was up, but Amanda headed to the kitchen. What are you doing? In exchange for keeping my secret, I'll make some meals for you. With that, Amanda made a lot of curry and other meals for me using the ingredients in my fridge. You've done so much. I feel bad. Don't worry about it. See you next week. Saying this, Amanda always went home with her usual businesslike bow. The curry she made was delicious, and I was moved by the taste of homemade food after such a long time. And so, a strange relationship began between me and Amanda. Thanks to Amanda cleaning up efficiently every week, the house started to look cleaner and cleaner. Quite a lot of case supplies here, aren't there? She seemed surprised when new diapers appeared from the storage. Yeah, they are leftovers from when I was taking care of my old man. Michael, were you doing caregiving at your own home? I told her about how my father was actually suffering from a serious illness and how, despite getting help from a professional caregiver, there were times when I had to step in when the arrangements couldn't keep up, so I couldn't attend company events. Upon hearing this, Amanda fell silent immediately. Maybe I had made her uncomfortable again. I was worried about what to do, but then, as always, Amanda cooked for me. Tonight's menu was gratin and salad, and as always, the food was professionally done. Amanda, thanks for today. And I misunderstood you. Michael, I was taken aback by her unexpected words. Upon close inspection, her eyes were teary. What's wrong, Amanda? Despite being so busy with caregiving that you couldn't even join golf games, I had been rude to you without knowing any of these circumstances. I'm just so ashamed. As she started crying her eyes out, I felt flustered. I never thought I would see this cool woman cry. Calm down, Amanda. Let's sit down and have some tea first. After drinking some tea, she seemed to have calmed down considerably. You see, I'm small and look younger than I am, right? I often get underestimated because of it, so I was acting tough. I was even rude to you, Michael. I was so naive. From Amanda, who was tearfully speaking her mind, I could sense her honest and innocent personality. That was when I realized that I had misunderstood her as well. Sure, it's rare for someone as young as you to become an assistant manager, but you don't need to be so tense all the time. Everyone knows how good you are at your job. Is that so? Yeah, so relax. I know it's hard to take advice from someone like me, an assistant manager at this age. Oh, would you like to have dinner together? I proposed out of desperation to lighten the mood, and to my surprise, she accepted. Yes, I would love to join you. Whether it was a case of every cloud having a silver lining, we enjoyed our meal while chatting. I never dreamed we would become this close. After finishing dinner, when it was time for her to go home, Amanda again apologized for her past rudeness and bowed her head many times. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The past is not what matters. It's the future. Thank you. Amanda gave me a bright smile as she was leaving. Needless to say, my heart skipped a beat. From that day on, Amanda had a softer atmosphere about her at the office. She used to be rather aloof, but she started responding with a gentle smile. Seeing this change in Amanda surprised the other employees. Amanda seems to have suddenly become kinder, hasn't she? According to Amanda, the stress of having multiple jobs had been getting to her. But recently, during our meals together, she started consulting with me about her work. It seems that Amanda is applying our conversations for her own learning, and she said talking about it made her feel refreshed. Perhaps the stress relief brought some ease to her mind. Well, whatever it is, it's good. Do you think she's got a boyfriend or something? I wouldn't know. At John's words, I was taken aback. I felt I'm not a match for a promising woman like her. The moment I confronted this reality, I felt my mood darken. Before I knew it, while I was spending time with Amanda, I began to feel a special feeling. I think I was just a work colleague for Amanda. I might need to put some distance between us before my feelings for her get any stronger. A later event solidified this resolve. One day, John and I went out for lunch, and he started a conversation as if he suddenly remembered something. Yeah, right. Lucas said something strange at a drinking party with his classmates the other day. Lucas said something. Yes, Lucas happened to pass by Mel's house on his way home from a drinking party with a friend. A woman who looked like Amanda in an apron walked into Mel's house. Lucas was also drunk, so everyone was laughing because they thought they had seen it wrong. John laughed it off, but I was panic-stricken. The event I dreaded had finally happened. Right now, the story is still misunderstood, but we don't know when the truth will be revealed. If someone suspects a romantic relationship between an old man like me and Amanda, that would be truly pitiful for her. I decided to confront the situation, and on the following weekend, I told Amanda I'd like this to be the last time you come over. She seemed utterly puzzled by my words. Did I do something to upset you? Absolutely not. On the contrary, you did an excellent job. Amanda, the thing is, it seems our story is making rounds at the office. Our story. Yes, it's just an unconfirmed rumor for now, but you never know when the cat will be out of the bag. So, I think it might be safer for you to quit the side job at this point. But I think with this much, you'll probably have about a year's worth of salary. Saying this, I handed her an envelope full of cash. I can't accept more money than I've worked for. It's okay. You see, this is the money I got from selling the unwanted items that you helped clean out from the storage. Yes, we found a lot of items, such as jewelry my mother used to wear and bottles of foreign liquor from the storage. Thanks to Amanda's thorough cleaning, I was able to sell these at the recycle shop and make some money. Amanda stood silently, staring at the envelope. Besides, a promising lady like you shouldn't be spending time with an old guy like me. Let's use this chance to get back to how things were. Pardon. I don't want that. Amanda's tears in her eyes rushed into my arms. This was the first time I was ever embraced by a woman in my life, but the surprises didn't end there. Amanda, I love you. Michael. My mind went blank at Amanda's confession. Why would an exceptional beauty like her fall in love with a dull old man like me? Why would you like someone like me? Because, Michael, you always worry about me, even though I can be rude, and you always lend me your ear when I need to talk. Even if I quit the side job, I don't want to lose my time with you. Michael, I want to be by your side always. I never thought that she had such feelings for me. I opened my mouth slowly as I savored this moment of happiness. Thank you. I actually like you too, Amanda. I thought I should distance myself from you for your own good, but if you feel this way, I too want to be with you. Michael and I held each other tightly without saying any more. We were filled with happiness as we recognized our love for each other. We thought everything was resolved and breathed a sigh of relief. But a few days later, we were both called in by the company's boss. As we nervously made our way to the boss's office, he threw a question at us. I overheard rumors about you two. I wouldn't have interfered if that was it, but someone made an anonymous accusation about Amanda's side job as a home helper. I thought that Michael knew something about this matter, so I called you to my office. Michael and Amanda exchanged glances at the boss's words. I had heard a story about Amanda getting into trouble for stealing clients from her colleagues in the past. Perhaps this anonymous accusation could be the work of someone harboring resentment against her. Seemingly understanding there was no use in trying to lie her way out, Amanda admitted to her side job. Yes, you're right. I have been having a side job, she confessed. But why? Someone as talented as you, Amanda. She explained that she didn't take on the side job for personal gain. She did it out of financial necessity. Also, I bear responsibility, as I knew about it and requested her services. Please punish me as well, I added. Michael, the boss, paused for a moment to think, then spoke up. Actually, unlike the previous boss, I'm okay with employees having side jobs. I realize there are situations like Amanda's, and I've been thinking about revising the company rules. Of course, you won't get off scot-free. I'm going to need written apologies from both of you, but there will be no further disciplinary actions. I have no intention of leaking this. I expect both of you to continue working hard. Thank you so much, boss. Thanks to the boss's generosity, all we had to do was submit written apologies. The current boss had been in his position for about a year, and this situation made me deeply understand why he became the boss. Since then, Amanda formally quit her side job and devoted herself more than ever to her work. An unbelievable event occurred. A year into my relationship with her, I received an appointment from the boss to become a department manager. Me? A department manager. Yes, the previous boss seemed to value networking at parties and such, but I think personal character and job performance are far more important. You are a more outstanding and thoughtful talent than you believe you are. Thank you, sir. At the boss's words, tears welled up in my eyes. I had thought promotion was far beyond my reach and never dreamed that I could be appreciated by someone in this way. On the way home that day, I bought a bouquet of roses and a ring for dinner with Amanda. Will you marry me? Now that I had gained confidence in myself, that's what I wanted to tell her. How was that? Your subscription to the channel will be a great motivation for our production.